What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daniel's Sports Ledger, sports betting tips and picks for sports bettors. And Manny's back here. All right. So
I had to do that thing last night called work.
Yeah, that thing called work.
That thing called work. My bro wouldn't know nothing about
No.
that. No.
Man,
just how long have you been off for?
I don't work anymore.
Hey, man, you know what we're trying to do? We're trying to take this thing prime time.
That's right. So
one of us has to put the work in.
Share this with your friends because we're trying to make this it is my full-time job at this point. I ain't doing nothing anymore.
Man,
this is all I do.
Chilling.
I just be doing this and betting. By the way, I got a huge bet right now on Wichita State plus 15.5.
Go get them.
And they're up 11.
They're probably gonna end up winning by 22.
And then the pick I gave out last night hit. It was USC plus 19.5.
Which is crazy because UFA came out like
I know
gung ho, and you were thinking there was no way they're gonna cover that.
I was thinking, man, I knew they were gonna come up. Why didn't I just wait till like they were up 10 and then get plus 30 or something? But it didn't matter. It worked out. I knew USC, it's a rival. They weren't just gonna.
They're not gonna fold. But 19.5 is still a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. So they won by 15. So
and just to correlate that, Lakers go on and just bust Dallas open.
And
so not only did the USC Bronny LeBron win.
Little Bronny did pretty good, man. He had a pretty good game. Hit a few threes.
Lakers covered again.
Yeah. Bron and then his son, Bronny for USC, did pretty good. He hit some crucial threes that helped me cover the spread.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, it was insane. Bronny's going to be a beast. I think he's going to come to his own show. He's not going to be, obviously, he's nothing like his dad.
No.
I mean, he's smaller than his dad, like by magnificent amounts.
Yeah.
And, but he's going to have his own little game.
I wish him the best luck.
Very rarely do you see the father-son duo come out and the son is better than the father. Like, can you name one? Name a father-son, like, besides the Mannings, maybe.
Yeah, the Mannings. I guess that would be the one.
Yeah, the Mannings and the Griffeys. King Griffey. Griffey. I think King Griffey Jr. was way better than King Griffey Sr.
Yeah. So there's been a couple. It's pretty rare though. It's pretty rare.
Extremely rare, especially in the NBA. I mean, you're very.
I can't think of anybody in the NBA.
No, because LeBron, like, for Bronny to even touch LeBron.
Yeah, he'd have to be the GOAT.
It's just ridiculous because LeBron came out as the GOAT coming into the NBA from high school. I know there's a massive debate. We have the debate.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Jordan fan.
Yeah,
I'm a Bron fan, but I mean that's still not even my favorite player. But in terms of the two, I mean, dude, LeBron's the GOAT. LeBron is flat out the GOAT.
Come on,
39 plus 50. So he's at least 50 plus years old, and he's killing the game right now. He's leading the league in the All-Star votes right now. Dude, trust me, dude. Jordan was supreme. Jordan was supreme for 6 solid years.
Yeah.
And he goes through all his little allegations. He goes through his sporting bets allegations. His dad dies. There's a lot of things that really kind of alter Jordan's his tenure on top.
I mean, a lot of people, if he didn't play baseball for a year, they think probably win 7 in a row, and then you don't really question him.
But then you talk to Kenny Smith, who was with Houston Rockets, and he says, no way. No way the Bulls would have beat that Rockets team. That Rockets team was stopped. No, I don't think he is, dude. Because Hakeem Abdul-Jabbar, if you don't know, now you know, look him up. Hakeem was a monster in the post. There was nobody who could have stopped him on that Bulls team. Jordan was a monster, given he made all his players better. He was a phenomenal. He was a stud. But that Houston Rockets team was tough. They beat some good teams too. That Knicks team they beat in the East Coast constantly thrived trying to beat that Bulls team.
Yeah.
They finally got over the barrier, but of course Jordan's retired.
Yeah.
So, but then
but they still never won it.
Yeah, but Hakeem goes in, and then Hakeem not only beats that New York Knicks team with Patrick Ewing in his prime, but then he goes and beats Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Who was literally starting his prime.
Yeah.
So that was Shaquille's first trip to the NBA Finals with Penny Hardaway. I don't know, man. I mean,
I heard the Magic are retiring Shaq's number now.
They probably are.
Yeah, they are.
You should anywhere Shaq except for the Phoenix Suns, where he was the big cactus.
Yeah, the big cactus.
Other than that, don't retire.
Well, that and the Cavs.
But. Yeah. Well, the Cavs. No, I mean, I guess you're right because. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing.
I wouldn't
he
even
did more with the Suns than he did with the
Celtics
Cavs.
either. Like, Yeah, those three.
Just the Lakers and the Magic.
Lakers, Magic, and then we'll call that quits.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, man, dude, checked out your video last night. It was pretty solid. You had some solid intakes. I threw a little comment in there.
Yeah. What'd you think about what I said about Joel Embiid?
You're funny. Give the fans a quick little recap about what you said about Embiid for those of maybe who didn't kind of tune in, maybe who didn't catch it.
I still got my notes right here.
Okay, pop it in.
All right, so this is what I said. What does Joel Embiid have in common with all of these players? James Harden, Amari Stoudemire, Gilbert Arenas, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, to name a few.
Okay.
But they all play different positions, but you all know what type of player that is. And I just said those are guys that those aren't a guy that you say we build a team around and we win a championship. Those are guys that you win despite of those players, not because of those players. They're ball hogs. They get the ball. They're not the guys that want the ball at the end. They just, they're let's get my points. Let's go home and go to the club and whatever, and we'll come back the next day. But they're not, they're not those guys that you build around to win a championship, in my opinion. And I don't think Joel Embiid ever wins a championship.
Well, I'm with you in a sense. I can never say never with Joel Embiid because the way the NBA is placed now, the way that the NBA rolls, where Joel Embiid, who's a dominant center on the East Coast playing for the 76ers, this is the reason why I can't say that he'll never win an NBA championship, is because these players flip-flop.
Yeah.
There's no there's no loyalty.
Right.
So he could easily just flip to
I'm not
later
saying
in his
that,
career.
I mean, I am saying I don't think he will, but I'm not necessarily saying that, this guy or Harden might not or whatever, but they're not the reason that they win a championship. They go to, they go play with LeBron, or they go play with like one of these guys that is a guy that you build around.
Yeah.
And, but they're not that guy. Here's the problem.
Well, no. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that for a reason. I think still Joel Embiid is still the best player in the NBA right now. Yeah,
he probably is.
Yeah. So now, is his team built to win the championship? No. The 76ers, are they built to win the championship? No. Are the Milwaukee Bucks built to win a championship? Yes.
Right.
You got Dame Dime,
right.
And then you got Giannis, and you got Middleton, and then you got the Lopez brother.
I just feel like these are the type of guys that when you get to the end of the game, you feel like you have to give Joel Embiid the ball constantly.
Correct.
And he's not a guy that wants the ball at the end. And so he gets nervous. He doesn't make the shots. He's not that closer guy, whatever. And then they fumble the ball away and they lose the game or whatever. He's not the guy that, even Giannis is a guy that he's going to take over the game at the end. He's going to just give me the ball and I'm going to shove it down their throat. I'm going to win the game for us. If we lose, I'll take the blame for it. If we win, I'll take the credit for it, but it doesn't really matter to me, just as long as,
I agree with you. I'm about like 30-70.
Yeah.
Because I think Embiid, I don't sleep on Embiid. I think Embiid's a beast. He's a monster. As long as Embiid's healthy, he's going to be a monster. He's going to be someone to reckon with in the East Coast. And I think this is going to be the year. Now that Harden's gone, and Embiid is the one, and everyone else is more of like the primary, like kind of like characters within the story. But Embiid is the main character.
So, and I don't watch ESPN much, but their shows. But I did watch Around the Horn the other day. They have a new guy that I'm not familiar with. Maybe he's been on there for a while, but I haven't really watched in a while.
You're not talking about Kornhauser.
No,
you said Around the Horn.
Yeah, Around the Horn. No, it
wasn't Wilbon or Kornhauser.
No.
Okay.
No, it's you have the four panelists. You got Woody Page and the other ones, but
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
they have a new guy. I don't know. Maybe he's been on there for a while, but I haven't watched in a while. But he made a good point about the 76ers, which he was like, I judge if they're going to do well if Tobias Harris is playing good in that game. And I feel the same way. I felt like that was a great take because and that's how I feel like if they're going to win a championship or whatever, it's going to be Tobias Harris, this hair lit on fire for the playoffs or whatever. And then, maybe they have a chance. But
right. No, I mean, that does make sense because, it's still a team game. at the end of the day. So Tobias Harris, who is an all-star, he does need to show up. I mean, he has to carry his own.
He can be I remember even with the Clippers, he was hot and cold.
He definitely was. And I think that what happened with Tobias Harris is that they looked at Tobias Harris, they looked at his physique, and they said, you know what, this guy should do this. We're going to pay him based on what he should do.
Right.
But like, okay, I appreciate your take. But at the end of the day, did you see what Embiid did last night to Joker?
Yeah.
Dude, so I mean, I appreciate your take, but I'm telling you, Embiid is the MVP again this year. If he does not get the MVP, folks, I'm telling you right now, put your money on Embiid to win the MVP this year. Now, the only way you're going to lose this
is if he doesn't get the 65 games.
But if he doesn't get injured, because so with those two correlate. If he gets injured, he's not going to get the 65. But there's nobody who's not there. Embiid is the most dominant figure in the NBA.
Currently, from what I've heard, unless I heard incorrectly, he's not on pace to get to 65.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, that's not true.
If he does any kind of resting or anything,
the only way the Embiid doesn't get it is if he gets hurt. So that's literally the only way. And of course, if he doesn't get hurt, I mean, we're talking less than 10 games due to the 65. So Embiid gets it. I don't think that because all he has to do, literally, this is how the NBA works. All he has to do is start the game, and then the coach can just check him out, and that's the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's.
No, I mean, I think he will win the MVP if he has the games.
I mean, we saw what he did last night to the Joker.
Yeah,
dude, he was putting it on the Joker. I think Embiid listened to your podcast last night.
Yeah,
I think he kind of tuned in a little bit.
Well, because he kind of
fired him up a little bit.
But he tore up the Joker the day before that too, or a couple days before that. So he's been killing them all year so far.
Embiid is the best NBA player right now in the game.
Yeah,
Embiid, and then there's LeBron, and then there's AD, and then there's
there's Giannis.
No. We're gonna go Embiid, and then there's 4 players on the Laker team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Just kidding. But I'm telling you, this Laker team is stacked. But no, you're dead right. Giannis is right there. Giannis is probably number 2.
Yeah.
And then you got to swing down. Like, where do you go from there, though? It's like, I mean, you almost go to this younger generation. Like, and when it comes to playoffs, I mean, who sleeps on Jimmy Buckets?
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Butler is a beast.
He is.
I'm telling you,
I heard he's going to do a country music album. Apparently, he's written 60 country music songs, and he's going to release an album.
Okay, well, I can appreciate that. I'm a country music fan. I know. I know. Looking at me, you wouldn't assume that I could like country music, but I am from the country. Where we live is country.
That's right.
I breed country.
Shout out to Wallen. What's his first name?
Morgan
Wallen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like his music.
We stand by him.
Oh yeah, I like Morgan Wallen.
We're more country. We're more common folk. So let's jump into a little something real quick. Do we have any changes on our old picks from the other day? I'm pretty much standing strong. I got Baltimore. I think it jumped to 9 points. I'm staying with that. I got 49ers still minus. I've got Bucks in the points, and I'm never giving up on the Bills. I think this. Hear me out on this parlay. And please write this down. Take your time. Find a pen or paper because I think this 3-team is going to be a killer 3-team parlay.
All right.
Hear me out. And I'm going to write this down because I might end up taking it. And we'll see how it goes. So I got Devin. Is it Montgomery? No, it's not Montgomery. Devin. Who's the running back for Houston? Your boy who came out.
Devin Singletary.
I don't know why I said Montgomery, but I got
there is
Devin
a Montgomery.
Devin Singletary over, I think it's like 60. It might be 63.5 right now.
Okay.
Rushing yards. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got Devin Singletary over 65 and
63.5. Huh?
Yeah. And here's the thing. Here's the thing is it's going to be cold. Okay. Your boy is going to he's going to have a lot of, and it could come down to some of those plays where it's like you might have a long second down, a long first down, because it's going to be cold. Because the reason is I have Baltimore winning. So this is why I'm going with this. So if you don't have Baltimore winning, then maybe you want to stay away from this. But if you have Baltimore winning, Singletary, the ball's going to be rushed more. It's going to be taken out of the hands. Baltimore wins this game. They got to get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback.
Yeah.
And that's just how it's going to go. So I got Singletary 63.5. You might find at 64, 65. It might even go up. If it goes up, even greater. That's how I look at it. My next play, Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Aaron Jones,
Packers.
anytime touchdown.
Okay.
And that's all you got to do. Anytime touchdown. Okay. So that's what we're going with that. So anytime touchdown for Aaron Jones. I'm telling you, the kid. Let's assume the tight end, because they run multiple tight end sequences. So the tight ends move the ball just the same way they did it against the Eagles. Or apologize, not the Eagles. Was it the Eagles?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys, and they move the ball. They continuously move the ball. Comes goal line, AJ's taking over. Hand that ball off, and it's anytime. I think the Packers come out. I think they lose the game, but they put up a good fight. I really do. I mean, 49ers just built to last. Right. So Aaron Jones, anytime touchdown. And then my final pick, it's so basic. BILLS.
Bills.
With the minus, if you can get them at 2.5 right now, bump them. But it's going to probably jump to about 3.5. I assume it's going to jump to about 3.5. I think America just jumps on the Bills. So with that 3-team parlay pending, I think you're getting it at about almost 6 plus 600. Say, boom, knock them. And so that's where we're gonna stand. Of course, we'll jump back on this maybe Tuesday night, and we'll evaluate to see how far this thing went. Okay. But once again,
I like it.
That's Singletary over his rushing yards, 63. It might jump to 65. It might even be at 65 now. Aaron Jones, anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
Don't even matter. They do a lot of drop downs to the receivers there.
Right.
And then catch it and then just Bills, it comes down, and you just might even be a cash out option, which I just want to let you guys know about me and my buddy Big D here. There's one thing we never do.
Never hedge.
We never hedge.
Never cash out.
No hedge, gang.
That's
but
right.
If by chance Devin Singletary hits his, Aaron Jones hits his, you're still going to have the Bills sitting there at minus 2.5 with a possible cash out. But why? Yeah. We both said it, dude. This is like the easiest. This is the easiest game.
And people are hyping up the Chiefs and Mahomes, and I don't see it.
The Raiders beat that Chief team.
Right, that's true.
But I'm saying the Raiders are legit, but I'm saying like Chiefs, man, the Chiefs are kind of like a step above the Eagles in the NFC. Like they're a letdown.
Okay,
now, get what I'm saying? Like the Eagles showed their true colors in the wild card round. The Chiefs will show their true colors in the divisions.
Yeah,
mark my words.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that being the best pick of the week too is Buffalo minus 2.5. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people probably disagree with that, but
because people just love the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding, man.
It's hard to jump off of them. They have beaten they are 2-0 against the Bills in the playoffs, not in the regular season, but in the playoffs. And they they still got Mahomes. They still got the best, maybe Kelsey. The best quarterback in the league.
Tony will be back.
Kelsey, yeah,
guy who never catches a pass.
Yeah, always offsides.
Oh, burn.
If he wasn't offsides, then
they would have beat the Bills again.
Probably they're playing this game in Kansas City. Probably.
Yep.
I'm still leaning. I still like the Texans plus the points against the Ravens. I'm still liking that so far right now.
Yeah.
I think I was liking the Packers plus the points, but I don't know that I had made a decision on that one. But I think I'm liking the 49ers to cover the 9.5 to 10 points.
Because we both know that's going to jump, and I'm telling you, if it jumps, let's say it jumps to 11.
Yeah.
Then you have to take the Niners. Like there's so much, like they're literally telling you, fine, take the 11 points at your own risk.
Yeah.
Because it's even though it's a lot of points, you trust me, as soon as the Niners score and the game becomes 7-0, that 11 will turn to 14.5.
Yeah. And that's another option if you guys, another option on that game, actually, since it is a big spread, is just wait till somebody scores. Then you can decide if you want to take the underdog plus 14 points, or if you want to, or if you think wow, that was way too easy. They're gonna win by 21. I'll take the minus 14 still. Right. You know what I mean? Like, so that kind of sometimes I do play that game. Sometimes I will watch,
this is one of those
see who scores, how easily they score, what it looks like.
Yeah.
And
this is one of those games where you probably should. Yeah, I ain't kidding, man. This game is gonna be going to be up and down. If you're betting a bankroll on this game, which you shouldn't, because man, I'm telling you, first of all, the Niners are super ridiculously dynamic, but Green Bay looked great last week. But if you're going to bet the line, if you're betting the line on this game, 49ers, if they get, let's say 49ers kick the ball, get a 3-and-out, get the ball back, score a touchdown, that thing is going to jump up to at least 14.5, 16 points because they're going to play with you the entire game. So you're better off taking the minus 9.5 and then just taking the best team to either not cover and go from there. But I wouldn't even bet like, it would more be like a parlay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm definitely leaning Niners to cover that. I was liking the Bucks to cover the 6.5, but I'm starting to lean now towards the Lions covering the 6.5.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think the Lions get it done. Again, I mean, part of it goes to what you were saying with the momentum and everything there.
Yeah.
The Lions are the better team. They're going to be at home. The fans are going to be going, batshit crazy again.
Eminem's going to have a song.
Yeah.
Eminem will have a song again. You saw his plead, right? You saw his plead on that last game.
Yeah.
He was pleading.
He's like, you owe me one.
You owe me
I rap for you, Stafford.
Yeah.
I rap for you.
And I helped you win that championship.
That's right.
And he was pleading. So he's going to come out with something else. Dude, Detroit has got... Here's the thing, though, and I can't even jump on this. I think 6.5. Why? Okay, so factor everything in. Mayfield is injured.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit is full powered. They're at home. They haven't won, they haven't even won one playoff game. Now you're putting in the second playoff game. My thing is this. Why is it only 6.5 points, man? Get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense that it's so low. To me, it's low. Like, I'm with you. I think Detroit should go in there and smoke them. But my thing is, like, why put it so low then?
Yeah.
If all of America knows that Baker is hurt.
Yeah.
And it's at home. And Detroit has so much to play for. Eminem's going to put a song out. All these things are coming into play. Why 6.5? Like, I understand the Niners 9.5, dude. They're dynamic. They come at you in so many different levels. This Bucks snuck into the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, it's because the Bucks are that good. I mean,
they are that good, and I think that's what we should both come to agreement at some point in time. And I'm going to stick with my Bucks at plus 6.5. I'm sticking Bucks 6.5.
Right.
This is the one game where if the line does jump, because this is the one game where it's like, I feel like Vegas, social media, I feel like everyone is going to just kind of like try to attack you, but just stick with the underdog in this game. Stick with the true dog, because the only true dog left in the playoffs is the Bucks. They're the true dog left in the entire playoffs.
Well, the Niners.
Wait, whoa. No, I'm talking about the true underdogs.
I meant the Packers.
No, not even the Packers. No? I could see getting in because they at least they pulled a stud from the draft.
Yeah.
Bucks have Baker Mayfield. Where did Baker play last year?
Yeah,
I don't remember. Ain't nobody know. Baker probably wasn't even playing nowhere last year. Yeah. Drink that coffee because you don't know, because nobody knows. Baker, this is the true underdog story. They were, like I said this before, they were literally, if Atlanta happened to win the game, Atlanta's in the playoffs. And who did Atlanta beat all year long? But that's how close that division was. Baker sneaks in, and not only does he sneak in, but he beats a decent, I can't even say good, a decent Eagles team.
Yeah.
In Philly. No, it was in Tampa Bay. But
Tampa Bay,
but they only got it because
I mean, they've got big athletic receivers. They've got that big tight end. They've got a good defense.
Dude, I'm loving it. Keep spilling it. Keep spilling it. Keep spilling it. Keep spilling it.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, that's why if you give them 6.5, if it was now, let me tell you something. If this was 10 points,
yeah,
I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense because Detroit looked good. They went in and beat our team. They went in and beat our Rams, who we thought was looking great. America was jumping on the Rams, but Detroit went in there and handled business. So I'm like, okay, cool. That makes sense. And then it's plus 10 points. I'm like, dude, Detroit all day because we already know. But 6.5, not even 7 points.
Yeah.
Watch out for that game. I'm telling you, watch out for that game. I wouldn't. That's the other game, like that Niners game and Bucks game. Those aren't the games to kind of play with. It's a tough one. I wouldn't play with it. I would just throw them in a parlay, and then just if you lose, cool, whatever. I just whatever.
Well, it looks like Carol might have a little crush on Matt LaFleur.
Ooh, give me some right there. Oh,
sorry.
Watch out, baby.
By the way, Matt LaFleur is a great coach. 2 years ago, I believe on this podcast, I said that he was somebody to watch out for when he first got hired by them. I know I said that, but
didn't you have a crush on him? It's a joke. Carol, what up? It's always good to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick right now. I'm leaning Texans cover, Niners cover, Lions cover, Buffalo covers.
Yeah, I'm sticking strong with you on Buffalo. I don't even think that's even close game.
But you like the two. Do you like Packers or no?
No, I think Baltimore. I think Baltimore handles business, and I think Niners handle business.
So you like the Bucs as your underdog.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with 49ers. Let's say 49ers are down, or let's say 49ers were up 10 points going into the third quarter, right?
Yeah.
Like, where do you feel? What do you feel that way? If the 49ers were up 10 points going into the third quarter, that's only 10 points. I mean, the spread is 9.5. And that means Green Bay scores a couple. But then Niners were only up 10 points. Do you feel like they're going to be shut down? Like, I mean, that's just not, it's just not realistic. The only way I think this Niners team doesn't cover the spread is if they get blown out. That's literally the only way I see it. Because there's no way they would have to lose the game in a blowout fashion for them not to cover 9.5 points. There's just, if you think about it, there's just no way. Like, I don't see how you can look at it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this could be close. How can it be close if, okay, so at halftime the score is what? There's no way it's 3-3. There's no way it's 7-7. Niners are going to put up at least 2.5 touchdowns in the first half. That means Green Bay has to come out and at least score 2 touchdowns to keep it a 3-point game.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous to me. And that's literally giving the Niners the minimum points scored.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is talking about a Green Bay defense that hasn't showed up all year long, and all of a sudden they're just going to show up. I don't know, man. I just don't see it.
I mean, they showed up against the Cowboys, but
but everybody knows the Cowboys.
Yeah,
we all know the Cowboys, man. And the Cowboys obviously weren't that tough.
No,
I mean, dude. I mean, that NFC East was just a joke.
Yeah, it was.
It's a joke.
They just fell apart.
But this Niners team is legit. This is not a faulty Niners team where it's like, yeah. I mean, what do you feel about their court? What do you feel about their head coach?
Yeah, I mean, both of these coaches work together. They both know each other really well. They're both fantastic strategists. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Kyle Shanahan, son of Mike Shanahan, that won Super Bowls with John Elway. And the Broncos. And so yeah, I mean, they're both dynamic coaches. They both think similar ways. But yeah, I mean, I think the 49ers just overall they're too talented.
Right.
To
so it does make sense.
Yeah.
Because if they're up 10 at halftime, to honestly think that they're not going to score again. Or even just keep up score-wise.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's just no way. It's like 9.5. Now, if it jumps to 11.5, 14, that's where we're talking about, where you need to look at it from if you could just hold off and bet until the first point is scored, and if 49ers score and it jumps to 16 or something, we should almost just take a bet and see how much it jumps if Niners
score.
The
NFL never jumps that much. It jumps 2 points at most.
I guarantee on this game, no, I swear to God, on this game, I swear to you, if the Niners score a touchdown,
oh yeah, when they score a touchdown, then it's gonna jump.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's
play.
What I'm saying. Yeah,
in play.
Yeah, in play. If the Niners score a touchdown on this game, I swear it jumps to 16 points. I promise you, it will. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna bait you. Yeah, they're gonna bait you, saying,
it'll jump to 16, 16 and a half.
That's
15,
what I'm saying.
15 and a half, somewhere in there.
Because it's gonna be ridiculous. That's why we both said, if you want to bet straight up on this game.
Yeah, if you want to take Packers, I would wait to see the Niners get ahead and then try to get a really big number.
All right. Because even if 49ers score, it's not like it's going to change drastically. Let's say Green Bay scores first.
Yeah.
It's not going to adjust and flip completely towards.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the 17-0 at halftime, and then you take Packers plus 23.5 or something, and then
right. No. Hold on. Check this out. No. Let's say Green Bay scores first, right? The minus 9.5 literally will probably jump to like plus. It'll still be like minus 4.5. So you can still get.
Yeah, they'll probably still be like minus 8.5, 7.5. They're not gonna drop it very much.
No, it ain't gonna drop much. That's why you should definitely. It's not one of those games where you could almost just watch and see what happens in the first possessions.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a good way to look at it if you're unsure.
Yeah.
But I think you might as well just get it while the getting's good and take the Niners minus 9.5 now.
Yeah.
Because if they score first, then now you have an inflated number, and then you just never know. And
now you're betting on Green Bay to score and keep up with the scoring.
Yeah.
Facade, like, dude, because I swear I feel like this is another McCaffrey 3-touchdown game. And then all you need is Debo to score another touchdown, and then you get Ayuk in some dumb play, and then then they get some.
Well, that's the thing, is who's going to cover Debo?
Right.
He's so strong and powerful.
There's so many different aspects about it.
And then you've got Kittle, who's going to guard Kittle. Ayuk's not that great.
No, he's not. But you know what makes him great?
Yeah, he's on such a great team.
Right. So that's what makes him great, is that he has so many great decoys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if I had those guys,
I mean, I don't want to say he's not good, but he's
a pro.
He's not as elite as he looks.
Well, let me tell you this. You put all those guys on one side of the field, and then you put me on one side of the field, right? Mm-hmm. There's going to be one guy guarding me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
so all I have to literally do is just do one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Everyone's over there.
Yeah.
So that's how like, if you think about it, how many times, and you guys could agree with me, how many times have
and they're gonna put a linebacker on you probably.
Right. And how many times have you guys bet Samuel scores the first touchdown or any touchdown, or you can't even do that with my boy McCaffrey because the guy scores touchdowns every game. Right. Or Kittle. And then it's always Ayuk who scores the touchdown.
Yeah.
It always is.
Mm-hmm.
Because these guys are still pros, and he's still going to beat any linebacker.
Oh, yeah. He's a good player, don't get me wrong.
And you have to go one-on-one.
He definitely takes advantage of the talent that's on his team.
Of course.
Like he wouldn't be as successful on a different team.
No.
But he'd still be good. He'd still be good on a different team. He'd still be a starter on just about any team.
But he's not going to be a primary receiver. He's still not. But I mean, it's just so easy.
He's a number 2.
All right. So, wow, man, that was it's intense. I like where we're going with this.
Yeah.
I wish we could touch bases again. We might be able to touch bases if you're available. If you guys want to catch us, I might be available Saturday morning, mid-morning.
Okay.
Before the game starts. I think we have a 2:30 start.
I'm gonna try to do something tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. So you'll have your game Friday. You'll have your the cast on Friday. Unfortunately, I won't be here.
Yeah.
Prior engagements, but Saturday. I feel like Saturday we should give them something that's solidified.
Yeah.
We go through our research, we do our review of the tape, and we kind of come back.
I should have a lockdown tomorrow, and then we'll do Saturday.
At least one game where we feel like it's just solidified.
Yeah, I think we're on the Bills for that.
Well, I feel like the Bills is kind of like the easy one. I don't even feel like that's like something that people are like.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the Bills are so hot. They're at home. Chiefs have been looking grimy. My biggest thing with the Bills is I don't want them at like -3 or more.
So the first game is on 2:30 on Saturday.
Right. What do you have for the Bills right now?
Maybe we could do something around noon or something.
Right. What do you have for the Bills?
Like 2 Eastern time.
What do you have for the Bills right now on the money? On just like what's the spread right now for the Bills?
2.5.
It's still 2.5.
Yeah.
And that's where your money at. If that thing jumps to 3, because let's be realistic, that thing could easily jump to 3, and that game could end in a field goal.
Right.
So you want to take that at -2.5 or lower. I wouldn't take it any higher, just because as much as we pump the Bills, you can't discredit Mahomes for who he is and what he's done. Get what I mean? Because they can make that last. Bills could be up 10. Bills could be up 10.
Yeah.
And Mahomes.
That's why I wouldn't pump the spread. I'd keep it at 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 is exactly what we're saying. So if you can get that at 2.5, take it at 2.5. Yeah. Because Bills could be up 10 with like 4 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
They get stopped because they're running, trying to run the clock out.
The coach plays prevent for some stupid reason.
Mahomes gets the ball, drives it down for a touchdown. Onside kick. Bills run the clock out. It's over. It's 3 points. Yeah. And there you go.
Yeah.
So
which could happen.
Which could very well happen.
Yeah. And it might still feel like the Bills blew them out, but they only won by 3 because they got some trash points at the end or something.
Of course. Mahomes is driving with 4 minutes left. He scores a touchdown with 2.5.
Yeah.
Standard. We've seen it all. We've seen it all year long. So think about those things. Think about those things. If you want to pump the Bills, I take them at 2.5 right now.
Yeah.
Stay away from that 3 points. 3 points and plus, unless you're okay with the push, which you're going to lose some juice. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about golf, man.
All right. What you
mind
got?
if I kind of dabble a little bit?
Yeah, let's talk golf.
Okay. Well, you know, we're starting a third leg of 2024, and it's been a doozy. We're over here in man, I can't remember what it was called. Jeez, I apologize. Let me just double check a couple things. All I know is that I'm super excited about golf right now. I'm not even kidding. Like, because not only is golf back, but so is the potential for me to get back on the golf course. And we're a couple months. We live in Arizona. We have ridiculously
the American Express
bipolar. Yeah, so it's the American Express Championship, and it's sort of like the AT&T Championship where they like
California.
Well, it's La Quinta, where they have like amateurs playing with the pros, and it's sort of annoying. I hate to say this because I know the PGA Tour is just trying to bring more viewers in the game, but when you watch it, they're not even showing the amateurs like the AT&T does. You know, it's played in Pebble Beach, but it's a great tourney. Once we start getting away from football, I will have some unders and overs on rounds, and that starts from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then having some, I will have like I'll literally have like a PGA lock.
Yeah,
but Philip's like, dude, trust me, man, this guy is locked in. He's loaded.
Can't wait for that.
And I'm telling you, man, it's fun, and it's one of those. Golf is one of those sports where, man, my advice, no more than like $25,
right?
Because it's such an unpredictable sport, you know. Because not only does it come to with your skill, but it also comes with environment.
Yeah,
the environment has a big play on it, but that's why also the spreads are so high. Like, I mean, the money lines, everything. Like right now, you can pick a player to win the tournament, and you're going to get 2,500.
Yeah,
and he could seriously win the tournament. You put $10 on him, that's $250. So
I saw this thing the other day. I'm assuming you wouldn't like this, but from what you just said, but it was talking about how other than sports like football where somebody could get really hurt, they should have just some average guy playing, like so just some average dude playing in the golf tournament, so that you could see how great these guys really are.
Oh my god!
Like, so you could you could just really see the difference. Like the same thing with like
my advice,
anything like
my advice is
soccer or something. You just have some regular dude out there, but then you have all these amazing dudes.
Put Ravi out there. And he's gonna shoot 100.
Yeah,
he'll shoot 100 plus. And Ravi, shout out to you for the fact that you do shoot 100. Which is a phenomenal course. And he would, and Ravi's a great player. At one point in time, Ravi was about a 3 handicap.
Yeah.
And now he's just he's coaching basketball. He's given so much time. He has no time to work on his game.
Right.
And if he stepped out there right now, he would probably shoot a plus 90.
Yeah.
Now, if I stepped out, mid 80s.
Yeah.
Mid to low 80s and still respectful, but you're damn right. Like these guys are shooting 70s.
Yeah.
Sometimes low 60s. Like, I mean, we're talking low not the average player is probably shooting about high 60s. The bad players are probably shooting low 70s, breaking par, yada yada yada. But yeah, I mean, golf is it's one of those sports where the ball doesn't move. It's not coming at you at a curve at 90 miles an hour. But that
wouldn't be fun for you.
Oh no!
Just to see someone have shoot out there against all
because you already know the situation. He will fail drastically, and it just goes to show. Like, I'm literally looking up one of the odds right now. You got Patrick Cantley, who's I think he's in the lead. Maybe he's winning right now through the first round, but he's plus 550 to win the tournament. This is after the first round. There's 4 rounds. And it just goes to show, man. I mean, and then from there, it just jumps up to plus 1. You got the best golfer in the world right now who's plus 1,100. So it just kind of goes to show, man. It's worth it. You take a tab on it. You run with it and see what it can be done and go from there. Let's get a quick update. How's Wichita doing?
Oh, yeah. So it's looking good. It's a 3-point game. It's almost over. 4 minutes left. So they're going to easily cover that.
It's a 3-point game. Hold on. What do you mean?
They're down 3.
Oh, okay. So we were plus how many?
Yeah. So I had Wichita plus 15.5. They're down 3 with 4 minutes. They're going to easily cover that. They might even still end up winning the game.
That's a bonus. I thought you actually
should I give out a college basketball for tonight?
I would give one out. I mean, but let's go with a big game. Let's not.
Yeah, I got a big one. I got a big game.
Okay.
I got one. Thinking? This one's on FS1, so you guys should be able to watch it. I'm gonna go Oregon plus 6.5 against Colorado.
Ooh, Colorado is tough.
They are.
Colorado came back the other night against I believe it was who was it? Was it ASU? Because I took Colorado also, and it was Washington. I took Colorado against Washington. Colorado was down about 8 points with about 10 minutes left. They come back and win the game by about 4. Colorado's tough, but you're taking Oregon.
Yeah, I'll take them plus the 6. It's at Colorado.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll take the points with Oregon.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So and as soon as football's over, folks, we're gonna have so many more. Basketball picks.
Yeah,
we're gonna have some NHL picks.
Definitely. I've been killing NHL too.
What we should do
is a big one.
What
plus
we should do is
525 the other day.
We should have a live sequence where we're literally betting the under on an NHL game when there's less than 10 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Because if you guys can remember,
I did that the other day. I took under 4.5 plus 525 and I hit.
God, I hate those.
It was already at 4 points.
That's how you, man.
And I had drastic. Like 8 minutes left.
They're drastic.
There was like 8 minutes left. So you're thinking,
what do we got? Lee Swack.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Lee's a friend of mine. Lee's whack. Printed Blizz. I don't know. Printed Biz.
Could be some kind of slang. Did I say swang? I meant slang.
Slang. I don't know. Maybe he's saying print the pics. I don't know what he's meaning.
It might be. Either way, Lee, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Thanks for reaching out.
You gotta lay off that yoga.
Is he saying that yoga?
I don't know. He might be.
I've been trying to get my big ass on some yoga, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Yeah, actually, I did yoga for a while.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second.
Well, I did the whole P90X, and once a week you had to do yoga. So I completed the whole 90 days. This was like 12 years ago. But
do you have the crickets on there?
Yeah, I have the crickets.
So say that again. Hold on. Say it again.
I said I did the whole P90X. You don't believe me, huh?
Hell no.
No, I did.
P90X is a beast.
I completed it.
Robbie, shoot a shout out to my man, Big D right here, and talk about. Robbie did P90X.
I did. I can't even believe I even ate the salads and stuff.
No.
For a little while. I didn't make the salad thing the whole way through. But
you're gonna tell me that you ate the food that your food eats?
Yeah, for a couple of weeks, and then I couldn't do it anymore. Last time I've had a piece of lettuce in my mouth. It was about 12 years ago when I did P90X.
That's a brutal situation.
But no, I completed it. So
Okay, well, you got his college pick for the night. It's probably going to be a hitter, so jump on top of that.
Oregon plus 6.5.
Oregon plus 6.5. Thursday, and then we gave you a parlay with Devin Singletary, Aaron Jones, and the Bills. So hopefully you folks jump on top of that. I'm telling you, man, it's probably going to be a hitter. Big D gave you some of his picks for the weekend. We probably won't touch back bases until maybe.
Well, I should be on here tomorrow.
Well, Big D's gonna be here every day from here on out.
I'm gonna work on getting on at least every day. It might not always be at the same time, but I'm gonna try to get on every single day.
And I'm definitely gonna make my way out as
maybe
much as
not
I possibly can.
Maybe not Sundays or something like that, but every other day I'm gonna try to get on here.
And Saturday is actually possible. Today's Thursday.
Yeah, we can do Saturday.
Saturday
if you want to do like around
Saturday
noon.
Might be possible for me to get out here around noon. And we can touch bases because, dude, I'm telling you, everything changes.
Yeah,
it's all day to day when it comes to these playoffs.
For sure, I'm gonna try to be on every Monday through Friday for sure, and then we'll see. The weekends might kind of be bonus podcasts or whatever.
Of course,
but we're gonna try to get this on just about every day. So, thank you guys.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was a great little sequence today. It's great being back. I hate watching you, and I see you just killing it.
If you have any topics or questions or sports you want us to cover more of or anything, just let us know. Hit us up in any of the comments. We will read them, even if it's not live. And subscribe, tell your friends. We want to do this as our full-time job. We want to get more people on. We want to get more guests. We want to get sponsored. So, which we're working on all that stuff.
Pump us up, man. Pump us up.
Show some love.
Why not just pump us up?
Yeah, why not? And as always, guys, let's make some money.
Let's have fun doing it.